Why, hello there. How is everyone doing today? It is Saturday. And my music is actually live. Okay, cool. We're working. We're doing things. Oh gosh, what a day. But happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you all had a pretty good week. Because oh, hey Carl. Do you want to be center frame? Oops, I'm tight. Oops, I tightened my webcam a little too tight. 1 second. There you go, buddy. You are now the central focus of the stream. How does that make you feel? Make you feel like you're important? Because it should. Nice. All righty. I think everything's working just fine. Did it all fix? Is my internet good to go? Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Sweet. So, I was going to do some crazy shenanigans today, but the stuff that I ordered for it wasn't going to arrive in time, or so I thought. And then I get an email this morning saying, hey, remember that cool stuff that you ordered for today? Well, guess what's on its way? Dang it, I could have had my master plan actually happen. But I didn't find out until this morning because I thought my stuff wasn't going to be delivered until, you know, Monday. And I think YouTube's stroking out again. Yeah, YouTube is definitely having some issues. Or my computer, or both. Who knows today? It could honestly be anything at this point. With how many tech issues I've had even just this morning, it could be literally anything. But you know what? That's okay. We're here. We're chilling. We're having a good time. Just as long as my internet doesn't die, you know what? I'll take it. Hey, what's up, Rando? How you doing? We got a little bit of a new scene today. So it doesn't look like YouTube chat is working either. So this is fantastic. Oh, tech issues. One of these days, you know, it's just gonna be great. Oh, there we go. I got it working, I think. Yeah, we're good. Nice. Yeah, I decided it was time for a change. We've been using the good old talk show room for quite a while now, and this is kind of what I envisioned for it in the first place, was more of this you know, I guess this is more like Saturday Night Live setup is what this brings to mind, but I don't know, I just kind of like it. Except for the image got messed up again, so that's cool. Gosh dang it. I flipped the microphone around, but I guess it flipped itself back somehow. That's all good. I also got this background music loop going, so hopefully that works out pretty well too. It seems to be going good so far. I just need to make the chat bigger. Yeah, it's a TV, so you can, oops. TV is actually supposed to be locked in place. There we go. Now it's locked in place, but yeah. Put stuff behind it, things like that. You know, just a nice, better, I don't know, better scene. Just fit better. There we go. Why can't I not? Oh gosh, I need to lock everything down so I stop moving it. I was kind of speed running making a scene. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Okay. We actually did it this time. So how you doing, Rando? Hopefully you're doing well. That didn't work. I'll figure that stuff out later. We can we'll just lock it in place. Call it good. Internet's acting up. Hey, mine too. But in my case, it was also Streamlabs. Streamlabs couldn't detect my YouTube channel this morning when I tried to go live the first time. It was like, hey, this isn't a real channel. I'm like, yeah, no, I promise it is. I promise. We've done this many times before. Please just let me stream. Oh gosh. This has been one heck of a week, man. There's been so much that's happened in like the span of 7 days that it honestly feels like if we stretch this out over a month, that would still be a lot. Between work shenanigans, friend shenanigans, drama shenanigans, tech shenanigans. Oh gosh, just so much stuff happened. But the first of which, yeah. Scam. Well, I didn't get scammed because I got the money back. We're going to talk about that. Don't you worry. I missed some, shall we say, rather obvious signs. And, yeah. Yeah. Camille helped me out with that, so that's why I shouted him out in that message. Oh gosh, it actually really wasn't that bad. It's just the reason why I got scammed in the first place is because, you know, when you're busy with just a lot of stuff, you miss things. Like you miss a lot of things that are obviously like, wait, hold on a second, you know. And I missed those, and I was like dealing with a lot of work stuff as well. So when I got the first images back, I didn't really look at them. I was busy dealing with other stuff, you know. And when I got it, when I actually took a look at it, I'm like, oh no, we got scammed, boys. I'm going to show off the images. So if you want to see that, I'd recommend, you know, sticking around here for a little bit, because they're, it's pretty obvious when you actually take a look at it, because, I mean, I posted them in Discord, so you've already seen them. But man, it's hilariously obvious, you know. But hey, you know, that's kind of what happens. You live and you learn. And then you find someone who's really good. Like I did. Guys, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And they're cheaper. So I can't wait to show it off. It'll probably show up next week with the 12-hour stream. I hope it's done by then. I did kind of only give them a week for a pretty ambitious project, but they said that they could do it. And so I'm like, cool, let's go for it. The initial sketch though, beautiful. It is magnifique. I love it. And it kind of reminded me, it's like, yeah, he was actually one of, well, actually, I don't know if it's he, she, they, whatever. They were one of the people that I was looking at in the first place, but I passed them up for the scammer, you know. And I'm like, man, why didn't I just do this in the first place? And it's gonna be so good. They got the exact type of vibe I wanted on the first shot. So it's like, oh baby, let's go. I'm probably gonna look like something out of Castlevania in this image. It's gonna be great. The stuff that they've done looks really good. So that's fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll just start off with the scamming stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? We don't have to go in order. Who cares? Oh, I should probably start up VTchaos, huh? Since that is supposed to be one of the talking points. Let me just add a... There we go. So that... Okay, cool. Just adding my own custom ban list here. Let's see if that works. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Cool, it's online. Oh, the new ban list feature makes things just so much nicer. I can't believe it took me this long to add it, honestly. It's a feature that really should have been there from the get-go, you know? Especially with like how people like to resize models and stuff, because now you can just disable all of the movement commands, you know? If you want people to be able to like, oh, hello, you're in the corner. VTchaos, you don't need to be down there. What are you doing, buddy? And now if you just don't want people to move you around, you can. And if you just want them to like mess with your like spins, rainbows, and all that stuff, that's good stuff. Oh, Habanero decided to come say hi. So do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna see if we can get him onto the camera here before we move on. There he is. There he is. Hi, buddy. How you doing? The two cats together. Gosh, I love the cats. I've had Habanero for almost 9 months now, something like that. Yeah. No, actually, I guess it's only 6 months. Yeah, I got him in March, so it's been 6 months. Also, more water. Oh gosh. One day I will have my throat back. Today is not that day, but it will happen one day. Excuse me. Big was removed. There's bigger and smaller now, so you can go up and down. Oh, did I not update the description? I didn't. No, I did. Wait, hold on.
Fool, I have taken away your powers of big. There is nothing you can do now.
I need to use my audio interface more when I'm streaming. There's so much cool stuff it can do. I just don't do it very often. Oh, I see. Also just me vibing while doing something. Oh no, that's fine. Today's stream is not going to be very long because my throat is still kind of meh. I would love to have this cold just go away, but that's probably not happening for a little bit. I tend to have colds for freaking ever. I don't understand why. They just don't go away, and it drives me crazy. But you know what? It is what it is. I like how Habanero's just chilling right there. It's nice that they both decided to be on camera today. All right, so let's get the VTchaos stuff out of the way. Why not? Not a whole lot to talk about today, but it was enough worth mentioning. Just gonna blow this up real quick. There's new ban list buttons, so you can add like custom words that you don't want said. Like if you don't want center or huge or any of the movement commands, you can just type them in there and it'll save it. Nice little addition. I'll put it out this weekend once I've fixed it a little bit more. But you know, it's good. It works. I had more than one person request it, so hopefully that helps. And also it should give a little bit more control back to people who want it for a specific use. My next project I think really is going to be either Twitch members or Twitch subscriptions and follows or YouTube memberships. We'll see. But that's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun. We're closing in on our goal too. We're cutting it pretty close to the wire. We're at what, 958, something like that, 957. I don't honestly know because YouTube keeps on adding and removing subscribers seemingly at random, and the numbers don't even match up anymore. So I honestly don't know where we're at. It's literally impossible for me to tell. So we'll see. I think we'll hit it. I think we'll hit it. So that'll be good. And just for fun, I'm going to show you guys a teaser of the artwork that's coming for it. Because you can't just sing King. You're not allowed to do that. You have to go ham. And ham will I go. So let me show you. Oh, is it going to do that thing? It is going to do that thing. Twitter, why do you have to do that? Can't you just like let me have the picture? All right, here we go. You ready for the sketch? Oh, baby. Boom. Look at that. Doesn't that just look awesome? That's the sketch. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The artist who's doing it has some really awesome stuff. And so, you know, that's just the sketch. This is what their stuff usually looks like. And they post time lapses of stuff, so I'm pretty confident that, you know, we're gonna get something real nice here. Like this was the last thing that they just posted. Also, unbeknownst to me, they're actually like kind of big on like the VTuber Reddits. That's not how I found them. It's just kind of a fun, by the way. This is the last thing they did. So it's pretty good. It's gonna be good. I'm excited, and we'll see if we can get done by next week. Like they said they could do it. But we'll see. Has anyone else been getting issues with VTube Studio API? I have it running, but for some reason, any plugin I try to connect to it with, no pop-ups appear for confirmation. Are you using the public or the beta version of VTube Studio? Because I haven't personally noticed any problems. Do you have them enabled? Is my first question. 1.1.0. What do I have? What version of VTube Studio am I running? That's a great question. I think I'm still using the beta versions, so mine might look a little different. No, it's you could be getting blocked by firewalls. That is a pretty common occurrence. So if the API is what's causing you problems, specifically if it's not even talking to it correctly, like no pop-ups or anything, that almost sounds like a firewall issue. Like something is just not letting you talk to VTube Studio. So that'd be the first thing I'd check. Yeah, depending on what operating system you're on, you can pretty easily just turn it, like you can allow it through. VTube Studio shouldn't have too many problems like that, but you never know. Everyone's computer is different, things like that. But hey, glad to help out. But yeah, that's what's going on with the I accidentally turned off the TV. There we go. Got to get that frame back on there. Yeah, that's what's going on with the stream next week. Oops. Hey, buddy. It's going to be 12 hours. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing for all 12 hours yet. It's going to be the longest stream I've ever done. That's for dang sure. So, oh, there he goes. We'll focus on this cat. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to move the, hold on. We're moving the webcam. Habanero has finally got into his freaking bed. Yeah, that's right. You're going to get a close-up of the cat in his natural environment. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. I don't have the extension cord plugged in. No! Hey, buddy. Get as close as we can. Okay, we can get relatively. Perfect. Look at that. The perfect kitten cam. Such a cute cat. I do think I know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do it for the 12-hour stream because this might just kill my throat, and I don't want to have it. I don't want to, you know, destroy it so early on. But what I did do, because it's been a long time since we've done anything with this. Actually, I don't even know if you were around when we did this the first time, Randa, but we had a hot sauce. We had a lot of hot sauce shenanigans back in the day because I love hot sauces. That's like one of my favorite things ever. So what I did, there's a lot of them currently on their way to me. 10 really powerful hot sauces. And what I was gonna do was kind of do like spicy question answering while also eating hot sauces. Kind of like hot ones, because why not, you know? That sounded like a good idea. I haven't had any of the really long hot sauces for a long time. Hey, what's up, Crystal? Yeah, it does look like a late night talk show. That is that was actually the intent. I think I executed on that vision pretty well. So I'm glad that the aesthetic got across. I don't know why I like this look, but I do, and it's great. And it's all free stuff too. I don't know, it just kind of worked. I like it better than our last version of this scene. So what's funny is this desk and the couch. Oh yeah, I guess I do match the couch. That is kind of funny. But a lot of these pieces actually come from one picture. I just cut them up and altered some of them. Not all of them, but I did alter some of them. And we got this, and it's, I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. It's better than usual for my kind of overlays. So I don't know, it works. Just works. Better than what I usually do. I also edited this background loop from a different piece of music. I didn't make the music, I just made it into I think a pretty good loop. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with everything that I did in the last hour, I guess. I saw your live, so I thought I'd drop by. Your VTuber videos have been really helpful, so thank you for making them. Hey, that's why I make them. I'm glad you found them helpful. The next one isn't coming out for probably another week or so, because it's if I'm being honest, it's like 5 videos in one. It's so big, it's so long, but I couldn't. This is after I cut it down. I was like, man, it's like the biggest info dump I think I've done, but it's gonna be good. I genuinely think it's good. I mean, I haven't finished editing it yet, so you know. I think I settled on the title of the definitive guide on how to be a VTuber, and it goes over everything. Not like how to use all the programs, but it covers all about PNG tubing, 2D, 3D, why you should or shouldn't get into all of them, all the different cost breakdowns, what kind of upgrades you can get into, what they can be used for. Talking about like VTubing in general, VTubing culture, and you know, for those of you who have been around, and I mean, you know my feelings about a lot of VTubing culture. But now we get a gigantic video based around it, and so there's a lot of stuff in there, and I think this script is about like 17 pages is what I finally got around to. With edits and stuff, my guess right now is it's going to be around 30 minutes. It might be more, it might be a little bit less, but that's kind of where I think we're going to end up with this, is about 30 minutes, which is like 6 times my regular video length. So it's literally 6 videos in one. But I don't know. I kind of just wanted to get all my current thoughts about VTubing out. So you have to go, but you'll be back in a bit. All right. See you when you get back, Rando. I still need to watch more of your videos. Kind of been running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Well, hopefully I can help you put that head back on a little bit. Though I will say I've started to become a little bit more specialized in the 2D area, which is not originally where I started. Kind of interesting how that all worked out. 2D just kind of fits me best right now. That being said, the moment I can afford an awesome 3D model, oh baby, it's happening. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so good. But that's like way down the road. And 2D is I frankly spent too much money on this model to not use it the most. Though 2D is getting a lot cheaper. Yeah, 3D is ultimately where I want to end up, because even though I use 2D the most, just because it fits everything that I do right now, 3D really to me is like the ultimate end goal of almost any VTuber, because there's just so much you can do with it. 2D is great. Like, it looks awesome. It works well, obviously. There's a lot of good stuff you can do with it, but the things I want to do kind of will end up in the 3D space. Like, for instance, I'm trying a mixed reality thing here in a little bit. I don't know fully how I'm gonna pull it off. But let's see, what's the average price of 3D? So that's the thing, is there really isn't an average price of 3D. So like, let me slap a picture of, well, I can just slap my 3D model on so you can have a comparison point, because that's really easy to do. But my model costs like 200 bucks. It's got a couple different versions, so take that as you will. I've also done a lot to it since then, so this is not the original $200 model. But that's really the thing with 3D, is it can range so much. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. Hey, there he is. His mouth isn't working and stuff because he has advanced facial tracking, and obviously my phone is being used for my iPhone. But there he is. I messed up his eyes, so his eyes didn't normally look like that, but this guy was about 200. Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, is Vroid models. Well, yeah, so Vroid models are free. If you're an artist, you can do crazy good stuff with Vroid. Like, there is nothing wrong with a really well-made Vroid model. Like, it's awesome. And some people have done some absolutely crazy stuff. Like Argama Witch is, I think, the prime example of the Vroid VTuber. She's basically a master of that program. She knows how to make everything. And it's just great. But, you know, the thing that starts to get crazy is the higher tier you go, the more customized you get. So like, take this guy, for example. Oh, I guess I messed up his shirt too, because there's a little hole where you can see his neck. But anyways, this guy, he originally had like a black outfit and stuff like that. He was like 200 bucks. Whether or not that was worth the price, I don't know. But he's mine. No one else has him. He's not, like, he was custom made. He's got a few different outfits and stuff. Like, he is mine. And that's really what you're paying for, is yours. Because you can buy a really good model off booth for like 50 bucks and it looks great. Like, fully customized, and it just looks good. But, you know, it's something that anyone can buy off booth for $50, you know? So, The higher tiers you get, you start to get more nicer looking avatars that are increasingly more custom until you reach the ultimate end cap, which is like $4,000, $5,000. Like if you've seen Iron Mouse's 3D model, I think the guy who made that charges around three to 4,000 for a 3D model. I mean, it has advanced facial tracking and all that stuff, so like there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on with it, but that's kind of the price you can expect to pay. And then that, but see the real cost of 3D, because if you're going to compare apples to apples, like a really awesome 2D model doesn't actually cost that much less than a really awesome 3D model. The prices are fairly similar. But the real cost is the equipment, because running this guy, like the 3D model, it's here. I'm actually just going to do this. I'm going to look at my computer usage right now. So VTface, which is, you know, the program running this, is currently using up the most memory and CPU on my computer. It's using more than Streamlabs, more than 73 tabs of Chrome, Adobe Premiere, VTube Studio. Like it's using more than all of that. So like, and all it's doing is animating the face. It's not even doing anything right now. When you start to add all the other stuff to like really fully utilize a 3D model with like hands and all that stuff, then you get into like VR gear, trackers. Like there's just a lot of equipment costs that come into 3D to really push it to its limits. And that's why 3D is an interesting place, because like I said, it's the thing I'm most excited about, but you also, there's just so much it takes to get it going to the full level, you know? You're at home, you're at our boyfriend's house because he has a nice computer he wants me to use. Nice. Yeah, you do need a nice computer for Blender. Because Blender is just a resource hog. But, you know, 3D has got some really cool stuff, like custom environments. You know, I mean, there's just such cool stuff you can do with 3D, and that's what I wanted. If you know, YouTube ever manages to take off in any way, shape, or form, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'll still do 2D stuff because like 2D, I like 2D as well. I just kind of like all the VTuber stuff. It's just all cool to me. I mean, I write my own program for VTube Studio, you know. I like messing around in 3D. I just like seeing what you can do. That's why I do VTubing, you know. I mean, I can make buttons. I programmed buttons to spin myself around because why not, you know? Like you can just do so much cool stuff, and that's really what VTubing's about to me. Yeah, my custom program lets you type in chat commands to do stuff like make me go rainbow, things like that. It's been doing pretty good recently. I mean, it's free and all that, so that's just an example. I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of cool stuff over the coming years, but I also think we're going to be, this is actually a big there's a big section of this super video that I'm making that is really about how if you want to succeed as a VTuber, you can't just be like everybody else, you know? You got to be doing something new. whether that's learning how to use all the programs in your own way, whether that's making your own stuff. Like there's so much to learn, but if you're willing to learn it, you can do stuff. Yeah, Alter Ego is, I know about Alter Ego. Interesting show. Interesting show. You really like making characters? That's good. I would enjoy making characters if I was good at it, but I'm kind of, yeah. Well, it's more like I'm drinking. I'm still kind of sick and my throat is not doing great. But so I drink a lot of water, like a metric ton. It's kind of ridiculous. But I wish I was more artistically gifted. But you know what? I've also kind of settled into a good point for what I recognize I can do and what I shouldn't try. And it, you know, that can be a tough pill to swallow, because I think everyone in some like method wants to be good at stuff. Y'all drink Monster with or without the can. I actually don't drink Monster. I've been actively trying to reduce my caffeine intake. I used to be a caffeine fiend. Like, man, did I used to be a caffeine fiend. But now I just drink water all the time. And I know people are going to hate me for it, but LaCroix. LaCroix is my replacement for soda, which I know most people find disgusting. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I can live with myself drinking LaCroix. It's okay. Oh, gosh. Yep. Trust me, I know all the memes about it. The water that was shipped in a truck next to bananas. I'll be honest, I don't really do it for the taste. I do it because it's carbonation and stuff like that. And for some reason, it like satisfies the craving for soda. So, and it's healthier. So that's why I do it. You know, that's really why I do it. Just trying to, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit healthier. Get a little less rotund and all that jazz. You know, be a responsible adult, I guess. You know, all that shenanigans. Oh, whoops. Sorry, cat. I did not mean to startle you. See, we got small cat in the corner, and we got big cat who's kind of just chilling in the hallway, right in the middle of everyone. Like you think you own the place, buddy. Yeah, you kind of do. I know you do. All right. What on earth was I talking about? My brain is not fully here today. I'm gonna be completely honest. I guess VTchaos and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. 2D, 3D, all that stuff is interesting. I actually think that more people should not get 2D models. Maybe this sounds weird to say, but I actually, there's a big section in this video that also talks about kind of like, should you really get into VTubing? Like, why do you want to get into it? You know, what do you really want to get out of this? Because that's a question that I don't think enough people ask themselves, you know, is it's not a cheap hobby. It's not a cheap method of doing anything. Like it's kind of just super expensive. You know, like, I mean, this model cost me 1,600 bucks. Like I don't have that money to just go throw around again. Like that's not a thing. You want to make videos, but you don't want to show your face? Yeah, like that's a very valid reason. Hey, what's up, Emlo? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. But that's the thing, Crystal, is I think there's a lot of people who want to get into it because they think it's fun, but they don't really like there's tons of valid reasons to get into it. You know, not wanting to show your face because of privacy concerns or self-confidence or whatever. You know, maybe you just really like using the model and it fits well within the niche. And there's a couple other really good reasons. And yeah, if you've had trouble with people trying to find you, that's a very good reason, you know. And so that's great. That's what VTubing is great for, you know. So like if that's your reasoning, then yeah, you should definitely go for it, right? But there's a lot of people who I feel like still think that VTubing is like a popular fad. It's really not. Hey, what's up, Sparky? How you doing? We're talking about the upcoming video in the next week or so. Thanks. I actually just threw this together this morning. I'm a little surprised it turned out as well as it did. I think a lot of people see it like cosplay, but cosplay can be pretty pricey too. That, you know what? That's fair. That's really fair. Hadn't actually thought about that before, but that's good. That's good. You know what? We're gonna swap over to the cat here for just a second because I don't know. I really like both models that I have. You used to do cosplay? That's why you had trouble. Oh yeah, that would be a very good reason to do VTubing. I could definitely see being passed around. Be a furry? Nah, I'm not a furry. But okay, well, I don't want to move the webcam because it might wake him up. But this model is entirely based off of not the cat that you see on screen, but the other cat that is in the hallway. That's why I wanted it made. Is I was like, you know what? I wanted a cat because it's my pet. And I was like, you know what? I found someone who would do it and they did a really great job. So that's why I'm a cat. I low-key love this model so much. Yeah, I was on Ask Panels and acting in character a lot. Okay. Yeah. If I wasn't so I would pet you. Hey, nothing wrong with petting a cat. Unless that cat tries to bite you like mine do. Then maybe don't pet them too much. That little fur ball in the corner there. Yeah, good old habanero up there. He's spicy. If he's not in the mood to be pet, he will scratch your arm out. He doesn't care. He's coming for you. They bite you because they love you. I do love my cats. I love them a lot. I'm very happy that they are both in my life, and they're my family. So they really, really don't like other people. Like, not at all. People come over, they just start hissing and it's like, guys, please don't attack my guests. But once someone's been here like once or twice, then they're like, oh, you're the best thing ever. Like, yes, let me rub up against you. But until that point, they're gonna fight you. Do they love going outside? Yes, I take them on walks. Ever since they were both young kittens, I've put harnesses on them and stuff and got them used to wearing them. So we go outside and we go on walks. I actually think I have a picture of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture. I better have a picture. If I don't, I'm gonna be slightly upset. Photos. Preferably one that doesn't have my address. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's add in, let's see. Is that a picture? That is a picture. Cool. We can just replace that. We're just going to put this in pictures. There we go. Okay. Here you guys go. This is a young Carl out on a walk, but you get the idea. Oh, whoa, that's a big picture. Oh, that's a much bigger picture than I thought it was going to be. Wait, how do I, no, wait, how do I get the picture? Oh gosh, it's so big. Holy cow, it's so huge. There he is. See? That's him on his leash. He likes... I do get weird looks. Still. Yep, cat on a leash. He doesn't mind it. I mean, he minded it at first, but he doesn't mind it anymore. So. There's not really there's not too much stuff for him to do. So. Like my apartment doesn't have a lot of other stuff going on. I would, dude, there's no dog that is gonna mess with Carl or Habanero. Oh my gosh, they will fight you. They will win. They're gonna win that fight. Like, they are little balls of fury, man. And Carl is 20 pounds. Like, he is a big boy. He's not fat. He's just freaking huge. Yeah, let's do this. Boop. See, now the cat's sort of in the TV. Like, yeah, Carl doesn't care. Carl will mess you up, man. He's a big boy. He's really not fat though. He's just huge. Well, you gotta go see ya. Hey, thanks for dropping by, Sparky. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good weekend. I do very much love my cats though. They're awesome. And they all enjoy being outside. So I try and make sure I take him out as often as I can. But I actually do have to be careful sometimes because there are some people with really big dogs that don't use leashes for some reason. Like, come on, guys. If I can leash my cat, you can leash your dog. Like, come on. You know? So I always just do a check to see if they're out. And if I see them, you know, I'll just pick up my cat and, you know, walk down to the other side of the apartment complex and walk him there. Because I just, you know, while I'm not too concerned with my cats, they're just, you know, they're cats, but they are smaller. Big dogs are scary. You have a pom-pom? Oh, nice. Yeah, big dogs are weird for me. Big dogs are just weird to me. Like, I had a dog growing up. They're awesome. But like, it was a small dog. Big dogs still scare me. Like, I'm a 31-year-old guy. Like, you know, they shouldn't scare me, but they do. It's got to have, like, I got bit really bad by one. Like, bad enough that I have like a little bit of a scar from it. And yeah, big dogs can hurt. Like, if Carl or Habanero like really scratches me, at most I've got a big long scratch down my arm. Oh no. Like, it hurts, but whatever. A big dog can bite the hell out of you, and like, that's scary. So I don't know, dogs make me nervous, like, that are bigger than a certain size. Like, you got a corgi or something, that's like my speed. Corgi, or like maybe even a small, I don't remember too many breeds of dogs, but like, I think the biggest I could have is like a small lab. Pugs are awesome. I like pugs, but I would want a small dog. I wouldn't want a big dog. I'm sure if I did have one, I would love it to death, because, you know, dogs are kind of impossible to not love, because they just love your existence, you know. But still, it's just like, I don't know about this one, Chief. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, pets. I always feel like I want more pets, but I also don't. Like, my 2 cats are like perfect for me right now. They're just enough maintenance that like I feel like I get to take care of something, but they're not so much that I feel like I have to use up too much of my time for it. And playing with them is awesome. And I don't know, cats are just great. Habanero over there is like the cuddle bug. He either ignores your existence, but man, when he wants cuddles, he's gonna get them. He's gonna jump on your lap, he's gonna purr really loud and be like, please give me attention. I'm like, okay, all right, buddy, come on, let's watch a show. You can just curl up on my stomach and be all happy. Oh, I love that cat. So he gets scared at the weirdest things, like way more scared than I think is normal. Like vacuuming, he gets so scared that if he's in the same room with it, he'll like pee on the carpet. So whenever I have to do like cleaning and stuff, I go put him in the bathroom or somewhere else where he knows he's safe, and then he's fine. But he is terrified of the vacuum. My other cat just kind of ignores its existence. He's kind of indifferent to it at this point. Like, he doesn't like it, so he'll move to the next room, but that's about as bad as he gets. Yeah, vacuums, I think it's just because, you know, they're really loud and stuff like that. Isn't that right, Habanero? Yeah, that's right. Not too surprised there. I don't think my dog liked them either back in the day. Yeah. Well, so what are VTchaos updates? The biggest update is, so VTchaos is the program that is, you know, letting me spin right now. That it's an app that I made. So I wrote that program. But the new update is that you can ban commands. Here, let me just slap it on screen. It, you know, it doesn't look like much, right? But, you know, that's what the program looks like. It's very, very generic, but, you know, it works. All those commands are things that you could type in to make them do things, but the new update is that little ban list in the bottom right hand corner. So do you know, this is all self-taught. I didn't know coding a month and a half before. Yeah, this is for 2D. Well, this specifically, this is if you're using another program, like the main program for live 2D models is called VTube Studio. And they let you write your own programs that connect to it to do stuff. So this only works for live 2D. Like, I can move myself to the left here, move myself to the right. I can set like different positions and stuff and all that. There's a lot of fun stuff I can do. Oh, I'd actually have to restart this real quick for program. No, I don't know C#. This is all in Python. I wrote this code in Python. That's what I learned. So there we go. I'm just gonna re-put that back in. Boom. All right, we're back. It's working again. I don't really know programming languages. I kind of just Google a lot of stuff. So we're going to, since you asked, I'm going to show it off because why not? So I am just setting up some hotkeys real quick. That's just me trying out stuff. So we've got angry, smug, and dance. The coolest portion of all this is I just added some of the expressions that my model can do to the program. Like, it was that fast. So now if you in chat type !dance, we'll start dancing. Hey, what's up, Raphael? How you doing? And I can change that at any time, which is pretty cool. I'm very proud of what I've done with this. I've been working on it for about 2 months, something like that. And yeah, it's just a lot of good stuff that happened with it. I feel like it's really getting to a point where people are excited to use it and can see like why it might be fun. And I'm just happy with it. How's your weekend going, Raphael? Hopefully it's going good. I'm just vibing, man. It's good stuff. But yeah, so that's the VTchaos updates. Just that little button in the bottom right hand corner that lets you ban stuff. You do want to try 2D at some point, but you'd be making your own models. Yeah, that's a task right there. That's a lot. But you know, if you can do it, then you won't have a lot of the same problems that a lot of the rest of us have, which is like, I can't really modify my models because I don't know how to. I can do some funny things, like I know how to recolor things and put it back into the program, but I don't know how to like modify rigging or anything like that. I'm glad that you're having I'm glad it's been a lot of fun though. Raphael, that's cool. It's cute. Where's the, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Nope. I'm trying to find the hotkeys. There's so many. There's the hop. Where's the, there's, oh, this model has so many hotkeys. I can't remember what is where. So what scams should we avoid? I'm working on building a resume with art, so being able to do as much of this stuff is kind of a big deal for getting a job. That is true. You don't draw too well, but if I made my own, it would have to be chibi and one with vectoring. Nothing wrong with that. So the scams that you need to avoid are the ones that I got caught in this week. Is I needed to commission some artwork. I found someone and I missed some very obvious signs that it was a scam. Like obvious. If you go to commission someone and they have like the most generic looking Twitter banner you've ever seen, and they claim that they're an artist who can do a lot of cool stuff, chances are they're probably not the artist. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the big block letters and all this other stuff. And it's just, yeah. So I somehow missed that, among other things. And I wanted to commission a picture that looks like this. Oops. This is, what is this? Ah! I don't know what that was. Okay. No idea what the heck that was. Yeah, the ear twitching is awesome. Mythic Sights, who is the person who did my model, did a fantastic job. Okay, so we're just going to leave this up in the TV area. So this is what I wanted my image to look like. You ready? You ready? Hello? No. Okay, let's try this again. Not this. This is not that image. This is a different image. There we go. this is what it's supposed to look like. I need this for a specific meme video, right? Like this style is what I need. But you know, obviously with my character, I was going to have the cat be on my lap and, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, good stuff, right? This is what I got. Oh, I didn't save that as an image. 1 second. This is what I received. Give me 1 second and I will. I'm just putting it in a place where I can find it easy. Okay, you ready for this? This is what I received. Well, actually, wait, hold on. Before I show you what I got, this is what they said that they could do. This is the level of art they gave me in their portfolio. Right? Like, it looks pretty good. So I was like, oh, okay. So like, if they could draw like that, you know, it's like, okay, well, they could make what I wanted, you know? It was going to be 180 bucks, which for really high quality art, I'm okay to pay that, because again, what you're kind of paying for when you're paying for commissions is like revisions. And because I wanted something very specific, you know, I was made sure that like, hey, if I need modifications, you're going to do it, you know, so that's fine. That's whatever. Yeah, that's expensive, but you know, whatever. I was not in a great mood when I was doing this, and like a lot of other junk was happening in my life, so I might not have been paying as much attention as I should. Looking back on it, I'm like, wow, how the hell did I fall for this? Like, how? But anyways, so I sent them that first picture, shows them what I want. So they sent back this. I'm like, okay, cool. This is what, hold on, let me put another image on the screen. I think it's important that we have a comparison here. All right, so this is what I received. Oh no, sorry, that's a mock-up I sent. That's what that's a different thing. This is what I actually received in its full glory. There we go. Okay, but wait, there's more. It gets better, guys. Just wait. It gets better. It gets even better. Let me just show you what I sent them for reference images. Oh, don't worry. You'll see everything. You'll see everything. That other image wasn't a mock-up. That was me, like, well, I'll get to that point in the story. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Well, the eyes are supposed to be closed in one of the pictures, right? Like, that's part of the video series. Like, that's fine. But what here's the thing. These are the reference images I sent. It might be a little pixelated because I'm just kind of slapping them all onto a Photoshop layer and calling it good. Hopefully it'll show up on screen just fine. Okay, here we go. Oh, trust me, Raphael, you're getting there. You're getting there. So this was the references I sent them. There were more pictures, but this is 3 of them. So, you know, it's my model, what it should look like, and the cat model, because again, I wanted the cat to be on my lap, and he was the one wearing the crown, like just stuff like that. Now, what you might notice, some of these things look just like the other. Some of these, in fact, you might say are the exact same as the other. So what happens when you overlay the reference images with each other? Well, guess what? I too am good at Photoshop. So guess what? Guess what I did? Oh, let me just show you. Let me just show you. Oh gosh. So I just want you guys to see what happens when you, let's see, where did I put this? All right. So what happens when you just take the references and put them on top of the image I got? Oh my gosh, it's almost like they perfectly match. Who could have known? Yeah. I feel like, so obviously a scam, you know, when you're paying for custom artwork, you know, this is not what you're expecting. So you would think the story just ends here. Oh no, I'm leaning back in my chair. That looks like that's why it looks like I'm staring off into space. There's a whole giant story with this, guys. It's gonna be great. We'll answer your question first, Crystal. So as a new artist, how do you think you should network if you aren't sure you want to ask for money but don't want to get flooded with requests? You know what? A great way is fan art. Make art for other people for free, like fan art of like popular people and stuff like that, and really make it your best work, and then you'll see people message you. I mean, that's how I find people usually, is I see someone who like made something cool and I message them. Like, your time is always worth money to someone. Well, oh no, Raphael, it gets better. It gets even better. Not only did they have the courage to send me a shopped picture, they defended it. This was like a 3-hour-long conversation, which, by the way, people, if you ever commission something, always use PayPal's invoice system. You can do chargebacks. You can get a lot of stuff back if you charge it as a business transaction. You can't do squat if they try and do it as a friend transaction. No. Don't do that crap. You can fix so many problems if you have it as a business transaction. Seriously, it can save you so much heartache. Because I guarantee you, there is no universe I get my money back if this was a friend transaction on PayPal. No universe does that happen. Like, it But anyways, let's dive into the story. Let me move some of these images off screen. Well, they might reappear, but let's get rid of some of this screen clutter. So I will say we're gonna change this out. This is the new artist's sketch who's doing it. Like, this is clearly someone who knows what they're doing. So like, this is the sketch, and their stuff looks really good. So I'm like, oh, okay, this guy actually, like, this is clearly hand drawn. It looks good even in sketch form, you know, like, this is someone who knows what they're doing. So I'm not worried about it. I'm a little worried that I'm not going to get it when I wanted to, but I also know that, like, I kind of reached out to them yesterday. Like, this was a last minute thing. So if the video I want to make is a little late, you know, it's my fault for falling for the initial scam, you know. That's kind of where I'm at. So, you know, if it happens, I'll be very pleased, but I'm not going to be super upset if it doesn't, because it's mostly my fault. But he said he could do it, so we'll see. All right, let me get some more water in my throat here. All right, so to continue on with the story. So after talking to a friend, I realized it's obviously a scam. And I'm like, okay, because I had, I'll probably be streaming for another half hour or so at most. My throat's really starting to get dry, so I think I'll tell this story and I might just call it here because I think my throat's shot. But it's a good story. It's one worth telling. So like I said, I kind of realized it was a scam, and so I started messaging them. I'm like, hey, I'm really concerned with the quality and stuff like this. But before all this had happened, when they sent me that image, again, there's a lot of really crappy stuff like going out in my life, and so I wasn't really paying attention, so I didn't notice just how bad of a image that was. Like, I genuinely didn't recognize it. And so I was like, hey, I need some stuff changed, here's a big old list of things to fix, like whatever. And then I went to bed, because again, I was not in a good mental space to look at all this. And so that's where some of like these weird mock-ups come in, of like a bunch of notes on stuff that, like, you can tell I just really wasn't paying attention to image quality at this point in time. Like, this is a screenshot of the notes that I sent, and like at this point in time, like, I kind of thought that this was just a positioning sketch. I didn't realize that they meant this as like the final product. Like, as a sketch, this is okay. Like, if they're just blocking things up to put them in the right spot, that's fine. I didn't put together that, like, no, this was the final image. No. Like, did not think about it. So, you know, the next day, so in this case, Thursday, I messaged them, was like, hey, actually, let me just read off some of the actual messages, because they're pretty great. Yeah, like, that's concept art. And the thing is that she tried to pass it off as sketching afterwards, a whole mess there. But basically I was like, hey, I have some concerns about the art. Like, this is not the quality that I was paying for, you know? And if she had responded back with, like, you know, hey, this is just for sketching purposes, like, or blocking purposes, then, you know, oh no, she traced over it in the sketch, by the way, which looks like this, just in case you're wondering. Oh, whoops, I don't have an image saved for that. Hold on. All right. Do I? One second. The sketch is important to show. Okay, so here's sketch. The crown didn't need to be the same. I don't care if the crown is different. Like, that's not on my list of priorities. So the crown was whatever. Like, I just want it to be a crown. It doesn't have to be the crown, you know? This is the sketch. So that is traced. So you were right. You know, she did have the dignity to trace it. But, you know, this is fine. If like this was is this positioning okay? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So this was sketch number 1. And then we get the final images back. And then I showed you the mock-ups that I sent back. And again, I've got a lot of other stuff going on in my life that I'm not paying attention. Hey, what's up, Chio? I'm telling a scamming story that I was a part of. So you're halfway into it, but simplified version up to this point is I sent someone some art, they traced it, and this is the, yeah, this is what I've been giving back. So sit down and enjoy. You'll probably like this. So like I said, after I got this image back, you know, I was like, no, this is not what I paid for. I did not pay you to Photoshop my references and throw a filter on it. And so I basically messaged, was like, hey, you know, this is not the quality I was expecting for what I paid for. And I relinked her original photos. And this was the best part. Actually, there's a lot of best parts. So the first excuse she gave was this. Let me pull up the exact message is the best. Dear, the quality you are asking for is not possible in digital art because both softwares are entirely different. The quality you're asking is made on Blender and it's a 3D model. Bull crap, it's on Blender. There is no universe. This is made on Blender. There is no freaking universe that this reference image she sent me is made on Blender. No shot. No possible way. This is an illustrated, this is like the definition of an illustration. There's no way this is made on Blender. Like, come on. Blender also has 2D drawing. Okay, then I might be wrong. But like, that is, I'll give her credit. That is an excuse I have not heard. But also, who on earth would do 2D illustrations in Blender as like commissions? If you, why? Like, Blender's great, but it's got to be so much easier to do it on so many other programs. Emma, are you serious? Why would you do it? Like, okay, so maybe it's possible. This is the first I'm ever hearing of this. I have never, ever, out of anyone I've ever commissioned to do anything, had them even mention Blender for 2D projects. Like 3D, yeah, sure, great, wonderful. But like, no way. But like this looks like a really awesome Photoshop job, like Photoshop painting. Like, this is amazing. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong that you can do stuff like this in Blender. Like, Okay, I'm willing to admit maybe I overreacted here, but either way, this level of quality is nowhere close to what she gave me, right? So let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say that, yeah, this particular photo was made in Blender. Why not? Let's accept that as real. Let's accept that this image, wherever it came from, was made in Blender. And then she's like, I can make this for you, but I need to, but you know, the price of this is $700. And I'm like, well, I'll just finish reading, but the price of it is $700. If you want, I can go with that. And the 2D art I made for you now is made in Photoshop. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain to you. As far as not matching with the other art pieces, so all art pieces are made on client requirements. I made them as different as they want. So that's why they are different. What? What the hell does that even mean? No. If all your art looks similar and I ask you how much that art costs and you tell me how much that art costs and you give me something different than what the others pieces look like, that no, just no. Like, come on. So I responded with this picture, one that I showed you earlier, the where I literally just overlaid the references I sent on top of the image she sent me. You know, was like, look, you got me when I was preoccupied, and after further research today, you just reformed my model and added a grayscale filter. I'd like to cancel this order, and if I don't get the refund, I'm just gonna file a claim through PayPal and you'll get a charge back. Like, this is clearly a scam. I'm only sad I was too tired to notice at the time. Like, this is where I kind of lost my patience, right? I'll admit I was kind of a dick once I recognized that it was a scam, and I definitely could have been more diplomatic, but it gets better. Oh, we're only like halfway through this conversation, by the way. This took like 3 hours to resolve. So she's like, no, I didn't put a grayscale filter on it. I used your model because you said you wanted me to keep it in simple position. And so I thought you want exactly like this. It's not possible to use grayscale filter without the source file. Yes, it is. That's literally what filters do, is they apply filters to files. Like, come on. That's Photoshop 101. I don't think you can even say that's Photoshop 101. That's like being on a computer 101. Like, come on. Okay, but it continues. This keeps going. As far as when the changes you gave me, I accepted that I'll change direction for the, basically she gave me a lot. Holy cow, this guy's line art is already done. Wait, hold on guys, we have an update. Okay, I'll show this afterwards, because I just got line work updates from oh my gosh, this looks, oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, sorry, I'll show you guys this in just a second. Continuing on with the story. So, you know, obviously, like, this is a scam. No one's really disputing this. It's a scam. Yeah, I've seen painting Blender for 2D. If she wanted to charge you for making a model to make what you wanted, if she could do it, she should have started with how much, and she made the ref. Yeah. Like, I specifically asked for references and then how much my image would cost in that style, right? Like, that's how I go for every commission, is I tell you what I want in the style that I want it, but well, in your style, right? And so I ask you to like give me the references, and things like that. But anyways, the story continues. So after calling out the grayscale issue, I said this wasn't for a copy of characters. This was for a new drawn illustration, which is pretty obvious I'm not getting. So can we at least try to be civil here? Refund the money, we'll go our separate ways, and you can go back to doing whatever you were doing with other clients. You know? And oh, here's the kicker, guys. Here's the kicker. So she says, tell me one thing. If I put a grayscale filter on it, how could I make the hands move that I illustrated? So guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? She sent me this image. Oh no, sorry, that's a different thing. Sorry. Hold on. That's not the right one. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I can just show you all the I can just open this up in Photoshop. Okay, hold on. I'm an idiot. Ignore the Python code. Photoshop. What the heck? Why is this so, why? Okay, apparently Photoshop's freaking out. I would like to, what the heck? What the heck's going on? Streamlabs, you've been having some real issues today. Like, just let me show what I want. Well, because I needed to make an image so that, because I was gonna file this with PayPal, right? So I was putting together like a list of stuff. I'm gonna hold that off for just a second. Photoshop, buddy. Did Photoshop crash? Oh, Photoshop crashed. Oh. That's why Photoshop isn't working. Photoshop crashed. That's why I can't show you anything. It doesn't exist. Okay. Let me try opening this again, because this has all the images and stuff on it, so it'll be easier for me to just show you guys what's going on. Where did I put the scam proof? Oh gosh, dang it. Did I not? Wait, didn't I save this as an image? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. I remember. No, not scan. This is what I get for calling my document scam. It's like, did you mean to look up scan? It's like, no, Photoshop, thank you. Oh, this will make the storytelling go so much faster. Ah, here we go. Now, Streamlabs. Where is Photoshop? Hello? Are you serious? What the heck? What? And here we see a focused cat. Yeah. Dude, whatever is going on with Photoshop, Photoshop's being like, you know what? You're just donezo. I'm like, well, thanks. Okay. Well, I saved it as image. I'll load it on the screen. Holy, what the hell? Oh my gosh, what the heck's going on here? Also, I don't need you showing up here. My program's exploding on me. Just let me show. Just let me show what I want, please. There we go. Okay, we did it. We did it. We're good. Okay, here we go. So here's the file. So, you know, reference image, another reference image, me. Images I received. Okay. Now we're on the right place. So, she was trying to say, so what about this arm that I added? So you can see the arm in the picture she sent, right? You know where that arm is from? Oh, what's that? Does the hand look identical? Oh no! He figured it out. Whatever do I do? Like, come on. So, like, come on, guys. Like, really? Really? Yeah, so you know, obviously, like, I just recreated what she did. You know, this took me like 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And so I'm like, hey, look. So she asked me, like, how did I draw that arm? Like, because you photoshopped the arm from the original. Look, I can do it too. It's a perfect match. Look, I caught you. Just do the refund and we can go our separate ways. You know, I'm still trying to be somewhat reasonable right now. She's like, what? I didn't Photoshop the hand here. Oh, wait, guys. I forgot the best part. Oh, this is when I caught her in a lie. So remember earlier when she said that she used Photoshop? Like, that's a very big important part of the story, right? So here's her response to me doing this. What? I didn't Photoshop the hand, dear. I have the AI file of it. I illustrated that. Adobe Illustrator ain't Photoshop, chief. Adobe Illustrator is actually way better at doing Photoshops like this than Photoshop is. Like, its whole thing is copy pasting and resizing. Like, you don't. You can't tell me you Photoshopped and then you're using Illustrator. Like, come on. Like, if that isn't more obvious, I don't even know. So, you know, there's another step. Oh God, my voice is going fast. And so she gives me a lot more stuff like, you're taking it wrong. I kept the same position. That's why you're thinking I Photoshopped that. It's like, no, you didn't just take the same position. You copied it. Like, straight up. Like, straight up. I'm asking you, I was a bit confused about the position, and I saw above you so many times when I gave you my first changes. That'll change the direction of the body. So what is the problem now? And here's where the scammer goes into defense mode. What about my time and effort? I showed you the sketch first while you're seeing a Photoshop it. You have to tell me that when I give you the rough sketch. Main purpose of the sketch is to judge the client mind, like the positioning character and all things, I also have proof that I illustrated that I showed that to show PayPal that you can clearly see the layers of every body part separately. What happened to you now? We were talking nicely when I showed you the design, gave me changes, and I accepted that. So why are you changing your mind now? Because this is my response. Because the sketch is also just a trace. The artwork was meant to be an original. I can talk. The artwork was meant to be an original illustration. And I said multiple times, I have AI of it, sketch made in just 3 layers. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that those 3 layers are the background she got from wherever, my models as another layer, and then the hand is the 3rd. Like, come on. And I background separately, character separately, and cat separately. I'm like, and I said, unless you can prove to me that this was illustrated, I'm going to press this. It's just too perfectly copied. Background you probably did, seems fine, though in retrospect I don't think like she even made the background, but whatever, maybe she did, who knows. Background probably seems fine, but the characters are straight traces at best, filters at worst. For some reason she liked this comment. Why? Who knows? It didn't copy, dear. Okay, I can prove it to you. You gave me changes above, right? I'll make exactly as you want. Please, we can solve this matter here. Don't worry, I'll deliver it to you as you want. Don't worry, I'll change the position of the characters. I said I was a bit confused about the character position because you said da 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 da. More excuses, doesn't matter. But at the end, she gives me a lot of excuses and says, have your problem resolved. Have your, as in YOU''RE, problem solved. Have your problem solved. No. Refund the money. I'm not convinced you can do this, and I don't want to waste any more of our time on this. I can't use any of the files you gave me because of the previews on them, nor would I want to, so no worries there. I did try to reverse image search. I couldn't. So, okay, rewinding a little bit. When she first sent me the reference images, I always reverse image search. Always, 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 always. I couldn't find any other. I couldn't find them. So that to me is like a little bit of a signifier, right? Is like, I couldn't find any of these images that she linked me for her references anywhere. So I'm like, okay, they're original, you know, but that was back when I was not really thinking about things. So I did do that. And then she's like, well, what about my time and money? Why didn't you tell me about the character position when I gave you the sketch? Why are you asking now after giving changes? You're clearly changing your mind. This was another great point. I apparently did give her feedback on Monday when she gave me that first rough sketch. And I said, so I just copy pasted a screenshot of what I sent her. And I'm like, I did right there. I called it out. But last night I was working late, so I didn't take the time to look through the images as well as I should have, or else we would have been having this conversation yesterday. She says, read it again. So in the message I sent her, I was specifically talking about the hand placement. And my exact words are, positioning will be like this in terms of hand placement, right? Because this is a specific style of video, the hand should be in a specific position, you know? Like, so to any normal person, that means, oh, I need to make sure the hand looks like this. She said, read it again. Quote, positioning like this will be in terms of hand placement. I'm like, I responded back, I didn't say copy the hand. Should be doesn't mean copy paste. Like, come on. Like, come on, guys. So what I showed you in the final pick and the other 3, I thought you wanted them simple, eyes, mouth closed. And I'm like, illustrated pictures, not copy paste. Look, I'm done discussing this. Refund or open a claim. Which, by the way, is $20 in fees. Which is true, by the way. If you file a chargeback on PayPal, it's like it's up to a $20 fee for the person you're buying or commissioning from, just so you know. You'd think the story ends here. No, it still goes on. That's not my problem, dear. You're working late. I didn't rush you. I also have proofs for PayPal. I'm just asking what about my time because you didn't tell me at all in the sketch. Told me I have all the things when I gave you the sketch and then I could give you the full refund. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. What, $20? I can refund you partial because it's also your mistake. You didn't tell me at the time of the sketch. You know what? That is true. That portion is true. I did not notice that this was a scam at time of sketch. That's on me, guys. That's on me. You know, she got me. She got me. I should be charged because I didn't notice it was a scam. It's all my fault. I apologize. I'm a terrible person. Anyways. Is it a deal? Let's make this conversation end here. I asked for an illustrated photo that no, I know, I'm just being facetious. So I responded, I asked for an illustrated photo. That $20 charge comes from when it costs. I explained what the chargeback is, you know, and she's like, I spent 3 days to make this. Please try to understand. Bull crap. You spent 3 days to make this. I spent 10 minutes. Like, come on. Come on. Even if I traced over the image, like, okay, that adds on what, another 20 minutes for tracing, maybe? Like, come on. Come on. Anyways. And then this is where I started to become a little bit less polite, admittedly. Maybe if she's that bad at art, it took 3 days. You know what? Maybe. I have no idea. Her profile picture is of someone who I would say is I'm not going to link them because I don't want like harassing or anything. And I'm not her first client. I've worked with first time artists, and generally they're a lot nicer to work with. The person who did my emotes is younger, you know? Like, and they did a fantastic job. And they could see a kid doing that. Oh, that's true. From her profile picture, my guess is she's somewhere around, she's in her 20s at earliest. Like, she's somewhere in her 20s. But anyways. So I responded like, hey, look, you're not talking to someone who's never used PayPal before. She says, as a set of proof, I didn't trace it. And this is where I become a little bit of a dick. I recreated what you did in 10 minutes. Have fun with the chargeback fee. At this point, I'm done. Like, I am done. I just want my money back. Like, the only reason why I'm not filing the claim is because it's annoying and it would take a long time for me to get my money back. That's honestly the only reason why I wasn't already filing the claim. So we argue a little bit more about the chargeback fee. She says it doesn't exist. I screenshot the Google. Sorry, I Googled PayPal chargeback fee, screenshotted it and sent it to her. Like, and then she didn't say anything for a little bit after that. She says, I have proof it's drawn by hand. Then she tries to claim that it's not like a chargeback case. I said I'll change the position of the character I was confused about. Think of I traced, so that's why I accepted your changes. To tilt the head, that long message. I'm not a scammer. It's not a reason. I was busy at work, so you won't type to. She's, you know, giving me all this thing. And at the end, she's like, and you gave me 2 different reasons. I'm like, yeah. Yes, I was tired and didn't look through them carefully enough since it's only been a day. But I can't imagine you've done too much work on these. But I'm almost finished filing the claim. She says, I started with your changes around work. Why are you playing with me? My time is precious. Your time is precious, but what about my time? We can end this conversation here. Pay me something because of my time, because you didn't tell me anything before. I don't want to fight this case for so long because PayPal takes time to solve the case. And here's where I sent her a completed screenshot of the entire case form filled out with all this, with this image. Let me, so this is like, this was the scam proof I was going to give to one of the images I was going to give to PayPal, right? I sent her a screenshot of the claim form completely filled out with all the information and said, look, we can resolve this issue with a full refund. I've put in all the information and just prove I'm not bluffing. Here's the screenshot. If the next sentence from you isn't, I'm refunding you, I'm clicking submit. So that's where I moved from, like, this is no longer a discussion. This is an ultimatum. You can either refund me now or I submit the claim. Like, that's where I was. And even then, she's like, okay, I will refund you, but give me $20 for my time and efforts. And I said, no, all of it or I push submit. I can wait the 90 days or however long it takes PayPal to fix it. She says, okay, I will refund your amount, but this is not good. You did wrong with me, and I know there's a reason to ask for refund. You just changed your mind. Okay, I refunded. I checked. It was refunded. And then I kind of got in a... I shouldn't have said the last thing I said, but I did. I said, thank you. Have fun scamming other people. And she said, you too. Continue disturbing artists. And then we blocked each other. So that's the scam story. It was an adventure. So yeah. Oh, hi, Waffles. Yeah, it was definitely a scam. So now that we're done talking about an actual scam, let's look at what real art looks like, shall we? Because I just got some line work updates from the new person I did. The new person I commissioned. So let's take a look at the line work, because man, this guy moves fast. I just started this yesterday. So this is the scam work. And now we're going to show off the good stuff, and then we'll probably call stream because my throat is killing me. So this is what real line work looks like. It's kind of blurry because I didn't bother saving them as individual images. Oh wow, these look absolutely terrible while blurry. Holy crap. But so there's the throne. Looks great. The character details are just shot. Wow, okay. Maybe I'll just save one of them. And because this is clearly someone who knows what they're doing. Right? Like, yeah. But let's get a blown up picture so we can all admire it together. This is, holy crap. Oh my God, it's so big. Uh-oh, no, come back. I moved it off screen. Come back, please. Come back. Oh no, I moved it off screen. Oh no. Come back. Okay. Oh. Holy cow, it's so big. Okay. There you go. See, that's art. That's someone who knows what they're doing. See, that is, I need him to fix the eye though. But this is good. This is good. So I'm excited for this. He added sneakers. I guess I never told him I was wearing boots, but I kind of like this better. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Might be vectored. It might be. I mean, if we compare it to the initial sketch, I think it's just cleaned up from what he originally did. Because this is the oh, I'm just gonna add a new image here. because this is just the cleaned up form of the art that he sent me earlier. Because this is what I got earlier, yesterday. So like this is the clean art. Or this is the sketch, right? And so this is the line work version. Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. Like this guy isn't even as expensive as the other one. Like he's charging less than the scammer. And so honestly, what I'm just going to do is when he's done, I'm just going to pay him what I was going to pay the original scammer. I'm straight up just gonna, it's gonna be like a $50 tip. I'm just like, look, dude, you know, you actually did what I wanted. I'm gonna pay you what I was gonna pay that other guy, because like, come on, like this is good stuff, man. Like, so I'm excited. I hope that this will be here. I hope that this will all be good to go in time for next week for the 12-hour stream, which by the way, next week is a 12-hour stream, assuming I'm not dead. We're going to, it's hopefully going to be in celebration of hitting 1,000 on YouTube. So that's kind of what we're going for. October 3rd is my 1-year VTubing anniversary. And so I've really been trying to hit 1,000 before that. We'll see if that happens, but we're going to do a 12-hour stream and see if that happens. So it should be good. I don't know. It'll be interesting at least. Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, my throat is kind of giving out on me, and I think I need to call it here, or else it's just going to be pain and misery. So, so yeah, subscribe if you aren't, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. And I'm going to go make some nice warm soup and let my throat die, or not die. Nice. But I'll see you guys all next week, and it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be interesting. Let's go. I'll see y'all later.